Hi everyone, Ksenia Pros here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do more advanced maternity poses. So the next, we're going to talk about some a little bit more creative advanced poses. If you want to take it up a notch and want to do some a little bit more fashion, kind of like editorial looking poses instead of basic ones. Not with every client they'll look great, so you have to see how you model, how your client moves first, and then suggest some of the a little bit more advanced poses. So I usually start with some basic ones, and then we kind of move on to the end of the session to something a little bit different, okay? So Jennifer is actually a model, right? Are you, or were you? Yeah, she was modeling before, like a few years back, right? Yeah, so she was modeling a few years back, and then she has the skills, so it's actually easy working with her. So instead of like touching the stomach all the time, I know it's a maternity session, but you don't have to like hold on to your stomach the entire shoot. So sometimes I like bringing the hands, actually kind of like touching the hair, and give me like a little bit of the tip of toe here, yeah, right there. And you can do even like both hands kind of like behind your head, yeah, right there, beautiful. And now if you point your tongue a little bit that way, not all the way actually, but like, so face, yeah, like pointing here, right there, and just like look back at me, right there, and drop this hand down so I don't see, yeah, like that, like all the way down. Right there, beautiful. So that's a beautiful pose for her. And now if you turn kind of sideways, so if you point your tummy into the doors, right there, beautiful. And now keep that same hand kind of like behind your head, right there. But remember about triangles. So I want to see it a little bit out, and a little bit, your hand has to be a little bit higher on top of your head. So kind of like you scratch, it's the same thing. And then if you bring the other hand, I'm going to let this go for a second. So it's like this kind of thing. Right there, that's beautiful. You're actually doing it very beautifully. Right there, beautiful. I love this. And she's so good with like soft hands. Beautiful. And try to face me, face the camera. Right there, that's gorgeous. You're almost, I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like you're reaching for something. Actually, hold on, let me see. Oh, usually the one that's closer to the camera looks better, but in this dress, because you have a slit, that actually works too. That's actually pretty. Okay, so let's try to use the hand that's away from me. So yeah, like that, and just like, kind of like, yeah, that's beautiful. And the other hand can go around your tummy actually. So if your model is very good with the way she's moving her hands especially, you can do something like that. And then try to do the hand one more time. That's beautiful. See how that, and the hand, you can turn it a little bit too. So instead of doing just this, you can be like so, because it looks pretty and so, and turn it so I see the, not the back of your hand, no, the other way around. Right there, beautiful, and like closer to your lips, almost like you're blowing with your lips. Right there, but then it's not just one finger. I want them to be kind of grouped together. So it's more like that, right there. That is beautiful. Okay, stay right there. The other hand that's on the stomach, relax it a little bit. So it's, I mean, it's still on the tummy, but just, yeah, right there. Beautiful. So the next pose that's, I mean, it's easy to do, but it's a little bit different from the regular poses, is I have my model sitting on the windowsill. So Jennifer, if you come sit right over here, imagine your back goes kind of like in that corner. My windows are not huge, so there's not a lot of room, but you can kind of like sit a little bit and make sure your tip of toes are tense, so your legs look tense. And then you're gonna lean back a little bit, kind of like wiggle. Find your way around it, put one hand over here, and we can play with your hands as well, okay? So come get comfortable first. Don't pose just yet. Let me grab my camera, okay? So your back has to, oh, this is perfect. So if you want, you can lean on the frame. If it's too far, if you think it's easy for you to hold your balance, you can just like sit straight. So whatever feels comfortable. Now you're kind of like too twisted, I feel like. So you have to point your tummy a little bit, yeah, like that. That's perfect. You okay like that? And then if you have just, so I have just regular, very cheap curtains because they filter the light, they work great, and they actually look great in the pictures too. So make sure they're like not, I don't want the window to be completely open because this light's gonna be too harsh. I'm actually gonna filter the light a little bit around her so she looks very angelic in that window light. Right there, beautiful. Let me actually move it a bit. Right there, perfect. So this hand's gonna go on top of your stomach. Right there, beautiful. And let's switch your legs. Can you make this one? Yeah, like that. So it's like a little longer with that one. Beautiful. Okay, and the other hand, just relax it a bit. So what you can do, you can actually put it down, or you can kind of hold on to the curtain, almost like you're moving it, but don't move it too much, okay? So it stays close to you. Kind of like just the intention. Right there, that's gorgeous. So now because we moved closer, she's like in the window, it's much brighter there, so you have to adjust your settings on your camera. So Jennifer is doing exactly right. One hand on the tummy, actually slide it a little bit so the hand's more like, so push your elbow down, kind of like relaxed. Rather beautiful. The hand that's holding the curtain a little bit more, imagine you're like sliding down. Rather beautiful. And chin, so you can face away towards the window, kind of like looking out of the window. Yeah, that's beautiful. So it's more like a silhouette. And now let's add the tippy toes, okay? Rather beautiful. That's the shot. Right there. So this is not a good angle because her knees are pointing right towards me. But if you turn, kind of like walk around to the side, that looks so much better already. Okay, you can relax. So now I have this little ottoman. It wasn't actually very expensive. It was like $100 something, but it looks very cute and it fits into my style of my studio. So you can get something like that, but it could be any kind of like low sitting ottoman. So I'll ask Jennifer to sit down on the edge facing that way, and she has a slit on that side, so it goes perfectly. Yeah, make sure you don't sit like too deep. Can you just show like that it doesn't look right? Yeah, because her leg's gonna look shorter like that. If you slide like on the edge of the ottoman, right there, her leg's gonna look, careful though, just don't lose your balance, okay? Yeah, like that, beautiful. And now put them a little bit on the tippy toes, right there, both of them, right there, beautiful. And now your left hand, you can kind of like slide back to lean, or that, yeah, okay, that works fine too. And the other hand, it can be like here, right there, that's the shot. Let me actually take a picture like that, you look very cute. And now if you extend this arm and kind of like lean back a bit, yeah, and push your weight all the way, it's a little bit easier to hold the balance like that, right? Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, picture. And now from here, the hand that's behind her head up there, you can just put it on top of the tummy. Okay, let me see. Right there, beautiful. And if you face towards me, so that's gonna be another pose. Okay, perfect. So now she's already sitting, so you can just position her in a different way. So if she sits like mermaid-like this way, and again, you don't want to be like too far back to the back of the ottoman. You want to be closer to the front, so your legs look nice and long and tense, and you want to make sure to kind of like crisscross them a little bit, okay? And then like extend. And think about like, so it's like lean, elongating your body, okay? And one hand's gonna go on the tummy, and you can still use this hand to kind of like lean this way. And then we can modify it a little bit. Let me get my camera. So ready? Let's try to get you into that position. So if you sit down, and her slit is perfect, okay? And try to sit like a bit closer to the middle, but not exactly, right there. And if you roll a little bit on your side of your hip instead of like sitting straight.
Oh, like this?
No, just it's, yeah, like that, perfect. Okay, that is beautiful. And now you can like extend this arm to lean on it, and the other hand's gonna go on top of your tummy. Right there, beautiful. And now you can look away, that would be pretty. Okay, let me take a picture. Like, actually extend your legs so the leg has to be like a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect too. Beautiful. The only thing your tippy toe, you can like pointing, no, don't do that. Do like kind of like side. So sometimes I would literally come and help. So push this one a little bit. Relax the tippy toe, relax. And point it, and it's just gonna be like that. Beautiful. Okay, and bring them kind of like closer, kind of like twist it a bit. Right there. You okay like that? Yes. That's beautiful. Okay, that's perfect. So the next pose, I'm gonna help her get down on the floor. She's gonna be doing like a similar mermaid-like pose, but it's gonna be on the floor instead of up on the ottoman. So we're gonna sit down on the floor like so, and you can use the ottoman to kind of like lean, and make sure your legs are crisscrossed, and your left leg, in this case, has to go like kind of like over a little bit, okay? And so when you're sitting on your hip, make sure it's not like straight like that, but they have to kind of like roll a little bit and come forward so that the stomach comes here, and it's gonna look pretty actually. So extend your leg, point your toe, right there, perfect. And now if you can like use your elbow, yeah, like that. So now this elbow position, let me explain actually. If you push your elbow too far back, that doesn't look great. We need to open it again, looking for triangles. So it has to look like a triangle here. And nice and soft with a hand, just drop it. That's beautiful, perfect. And tippy toes, you don't have to make them too tense now, just relax, nice and soft. It's more like a casual. I'm gonna bring your hair to the front for this one, okay? Because when she's sitting like that, I kind of see her underarm a little bit, and sometimes it doesn't look that pleasing in the picture. So if she has a longer hair, I would absolutely cover it here. So that's how it looks on camera right now. She already in the pose, it looks pretty. So the elbow out, hand in kind of situation. Bring your hand a little bit, yeah, like that. And now relax your hand completely, shake, shake, shake. Beautiful, especially your fingers. Don't try not, try not to, yeah, like that. That is beautiful. And you can do the angle when I'm shooting right now, or you can walk around and see what looks good. Sometimes you can do like even just kind of like from up here. If you bring your chin up a little bit, Jennifer, and look at the camera right over here, that's another great angle. Or you can go all the way around here, and her leg's gonna look so much longer from like a different perspective. But this is like the classy way to shoot this pose. Now, since she's already on the floor, I try to plan my posing flow so she doesn't have to move too much. So if she stays, we'll do like all the standing pictures first, then we'll do all the sitting pictures, and then we come down on the floor. And it's usually towards the end of the shoot because it's already getting uncomfortable. And when you're pregnant and you lie down on your back, sometimes it's like the baby moves a lot, and sometimes it may be not as comfortable. So we try to keep it towards the end of the session. So we'll just be gonna be one and done. So next pose that we're gonna do is she's gonna be on the floor, on her back first. Holding on to your tummy, we'll do different things with the hands. And then we're gonna turn kind of like this way, holding on to the stomach as well. Okay, I'm gonna help her. And if you have her partner with her, sometimes I ask them to help get them down on the floor because that's not comfortable. Okay, so she's already on the floor. Just come down on your back first, kind of like nice and comfortable first. So make sure she's in a straight line parallel to the wall, because if she's a little bit, I mean, you can play with the angles, but the way I'm shooting it straight this way. So point your legs like a little bit closer that way. Right there, perfect. And now you want to make sure the hair looks great. Lift your shoulder just for a second. Right there, beautiful. Okay, lie down. So now we're gonna bring one leg, kind of like bring it closer to you, bend your knee. This one, the one that's closer to the camera usually looks better. Yeah, right there. And kind of like point it in a little bit, because when it's pointed out, it doesn't look as pretty anymore. Okay, right there, nice and tense with your legs. And the other one, you can actually give it a slight bend as well. Right there, beautiful. That's it. Okay, remember that. For now, you can relax for a second, but remember that position. So this hand can go under your tummy right over here, right there. And then with the face, I do different things. Sometimes they would just look straight up into the ceiling, like face straight up into the ceiling with the eyes closed. So it's more like a silhouette kind of shot. And then if you turn your face towards me, I'm gonna be over there. Yeah, right there. And give me a little bit of the shoulder. Right there, perfect. So that's gonna be another shot. So let me get my camera and we're gonna do this, okay? So the way I'm doing it, the angle, you wanna get almost parallel with the floor. Sometimes I go lower, but I like the angle when it's like a little bit above the floor, so it's not exactly the side silhouette shot, but it's a little bit higher. So now let's do the legs. So if you bring the closest one, yeah, like that, and like dig your toes into, yeah, right there, perfect. And the other one, give it a slight bend. Right there, still pointing your toes. Extend your left leg a little bit. Right there, perfect. That's actually pretty. Okay, that's pretty. Beautiful. And now the hand that's closer to me, go like on your tummy, but a little lower. Yeah, right there, beautiful. The other hand, you don't have to do anything right now. This actually looks beautiful. Okay, let me take a picture. That looks so pretty. And now from the same pose, you can just turn your face facing straight up into the ceiling. Don't turn your head away. So another thing, like tipping your head away doesn't look great. Yeah, like that. Tip it towards me and just turn your face. Just up, kind of like you're looking up, facing up all the way. So your nose has to point towards the ceiling. Yeah, right there. And now close your eyes, open your lips. And then as you shoot, you can move around a little bit this way. Sometimes this is a better angle, but see how she's tipping the head away from the camera. Can you bring, Jennifer, can you bring the top of your head, kind of like move it closer to the camera? Yes, that's it. So that's a better angle all the time. So that's another great pose, like that. So now you can do like a different variation. If you, the hand that's not doing nothing at the time, just bring it kind of like over here. So it's almost like, kind of like gasping. Yeah, right there. But point your elbows, kind of like bring it lower a bit, and the hand has to go closer to the top of your head. Yeah, right there, that's beautiful. Okay, perfect. And the hand that's on the tummy, don't lose it, still kind of hugging the tummy. A little lower and kind of give it a little bit of a, yeah, like that. That is beautiful. So that's another variation of this pose. And it looks pretty from this angle as well. In fact, Jennifer, if you face the ceiling one more time, just close your eyes and just like kind of gasping a bit. So that's actually pretty. And bring your elbows so it kind of points up a little bit more. Yeah, like that. So I want to see that. Hold on, look at me for a sec. I want to see that gap. So you have to. So now you're kind of doing this. I want it to go like, yeah, like that. That's beautiful. Stay right there. So that's a beautiful pose. Let me take a picture. You okay? Mm-hmm. So lips open slightly bit. If it hurts, we don't have to do it. You can even put your hands under the.
It doesn't hurt. It's like you have to.
Figure it out.
Yeah, the body has to be like, okay, your body's turn.
So go take it slow. Do you need help or you okay? So now she turned to her side. And sometimes it may be a little bit tricky because, you know, when you lay down on the floor for a little bit too long, the baby's weight pushes down and it's hard to move, right? So if the way you are is perfect, I just want you to extend your legs a bit more. So yeah, this leg goes kind of like a little straighter. And the one that's on the top, try to kind of like flip it so it rolls over it. Yeah, extend it still. That's cute. Okay, that's your pose. And this hand is actually, you're doing exactly right. Just push your elbow in a bit more. Right there, so it goes like, kind of like hugging yourself from behind. Right there, and bring this hand a little like soft, relaxed. Right there, shake, shake, shake. Beautiful. Actually bring it maybe, so now it looks like it's on your butt. Yeah, right there, come a little, maybe a little bit closer here. So what if you push your elbow a little bit more back? And it's just, yeah, that's perfect. I actually like how you're doing this hand here. So that's one option. Okay, let me do one picture. Point your toes a little bit more though, okay. So, and now you can do like different variations of this pose. If you drop this hand and kind of like come down on your elbow, beautiful. And elbow has to point straight out and a little bit higher, kind of like taller. So see, again, it's all about the triangles. Right there, beautiful. And this hand can go like hug your belly now. That's beautiful, okay. Picture time, stay there. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram at Ksenia Pro Photo. See you in the next one. Bye!